being here, and welcome to the 26th Annual Habitat for Humanity of Orange County House Party. I am Shanell Smaw, and I'm your Habitat's Vice President of Development. And I am not drunk and honored to be here today with you all in this beautiful setting on this beautiful day. And we are just so grateful that for the past 40 years, you all have just really come together as a community to help us build homes, community, and hopes in Orange County. This is our 40th anniversary, and we are celebrating our past and building our future. This past Saturday, we just dedicated the first 6 homes in Weaver's Grove in Chapel Hill. That has been a labor of love over the past 20 years, and we are looking forward to a new community, hot off the presses, in Hillsboro. We will be building Almond Village, which will be 75 townhomes off of Highway 70A, right near the Sportsplex. We are kicking off a capital campaign, so if you want to get involved, please let me know. But we could not do any of this without all of you. So, you know, our history is your history, our future is your future, and we are so grateful for each and every one of you. Whether you're a longtime supporter or a new supporter, we welcome you and we thank you. Now I would like to thank our wonderful hosts for today, Matt and Bobbi Hapgood. Give it up for this beautiful home. And before I call them up to say a few words, I just want to present you with this plaque and thank you for opening your homes to help build homes for Habitat.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Gotcha.
Thank you. This is perfect because I don't think Matt won a trophy today from golf, but he did. Which is even better. I am so thrilled to have all of you here. It's been a very long time since we've had an event at the house. And it is perfect to be here with all of you. Thank you for supporting Habitat for Humanity. I know many of you have been longtime supporters, and thank you. And some of you are new supporters, so thank you as well. You know, Matt and I support a lot of different causes, but we find that Habitat for Humanity is essential to an individual's ability to really build a place that is home and be part of the community. So what Habitat does in terms of building houses is not just building a house, but it's creating the ability for somebody to have hope, for somebody to engage, and for somebody to become part of something bigger and create memories, and some memories that last a lifetime. And I know you're going to hear a little bit more about that in a minute. Now I'm going to pass it over to Matt to turn it on.
It's always tough to follow Bobbi, and I was told that I had to keep my speech less than 20 minutes. I just want to say it's wonderful to see so many familiar faces and long-term supporters of Habitat, but it's also wonderful to meet new people who are becoming engaged with Habitat and learning more about their great cause and all the things that they do for our community. And thank you for being here, and we appreciate your commitment. Let's give it up for the Hapgoods. Thank you so much for inviting us in this beautiful home. And I do ask everyone, please stay away from the pool so you don't fall in. Including the Good afternoon. It's almost evening. My name is Michael Zuber, and I'm the board chair this year for Habitat for Humanity. It's been my pleasure to serve with this group for 6 years. I've been involved with Habitat for over a decade now, and Habitat has a remarkable remarkable ability to find us lifers. So if you're a lifer, I'd like you to raise your hand if you've been involved with this Habitat for Humanity for more than 5-10 years, I would say. Wow. Thank you for your service. I hope the rest of you would certainly consider joining us on this journey, although sometimes I wonder if we're always welcome, but just kidding. I'd like to play a quick guessing game. Can anyone guess the number of nonprofit organizations that have legally registered in Orange County this year? 100. 100. Any other guesses?
50.
50? 25. 25. This is 200.
Okay, this is legally registered with the Secretary of State nonprofits in Orange County. There are 3,003 nonprofit organizations. So among the many admirable missions that we all can support, the reason many of us continue to come back and support our passion around Habitat for Humanity is around its profound impact on families. Can we agree building a house is a huge impact on their life? And then secondly, we're investing in a long-term sustainable investment in the local community. As donors, we are increasingly drawn to impact giving, which emphasizes measurable outcomes, deeper engagement, and long-term effects. Now more than ever, transformational gifts at Orange Habitat will enable you to witness a lasting impact of your contributions and the vital connection between your heart and the cause. As we gather here tonight, I want to reflect just on the last year of what we've accomplished. Because of your support, we've delivered over 373 hours of homeowner education, empowering families with the knowledge they need to thrive. Our dedicated volunteers have contributed over 27,000 hours, showcasing the passion and commitment that drive our mission forward. We also completed 15 homes and undertook 27 home repairs, ensuring that families have a safe and affordable place to call home. We also believe in giving back globally, and I'm pleased to share that we have funded 70 international projects through our global tithe, contributing more than $316,000 to communities around the world. I think that deserves a little round of applause. In 2 months, a small group of us will be traveling to Honduras for a week to volunteer and support our neighbors in need. Not only do we have an extraordinary mission, but we also have a remarkable team that really execute with excellence. A few years ago, the board and staff made a commitment to more than double the number of homes that we construct every year. I've truly been inspired by the execution of our team and the momentum propelling this movement forward. Our achievements stand as a testament to your unwavering commitment to our cause. Together, we not only merely build and construct houses, but we're building communities and transforming lives. With your continued support, we can broaden our reach and amplify our impact. Let us remember that every effort matters. Together, we can create a difference that resonates for generations to come. So I'll just quickly end with a quick story. Last week, for those who were there, we had a dedication at Weaver's Grove, and I happened to just randomly come across a Habitat homeowner. And she had been participating in the Habitat program for over 1.5 years and was so excited to finally get to close on her house. And she communicated to me that she really was hoping that the closing would happen before the holidays, because she really wanted to decorate for Christmas. And her and her son had been in the program volunteering and building on their own home. And so I would encourage all of us, as we think about, hopefully there aren't too many people who put their Christmas tree up already, but for those of us who haven't, I would encourage all of us to think about that family and that woman and her child as they are also building their memories in their house. So that's all I have. Alice?
All right, thanks, Michael. Hi, everyone. Hello. Screaming into the mic. I'm Alice Jacoby, Vice President of Policy and Advocacy with Orange Habitat, and it's really a delight to be with you all here this afternoon. And we know that the often challenging and complex work of developing affordable housing does not happen without close partnerships with government and with our elected officials at the local, state, and federal level. So I wanted to take a moment to just acknowledge, we had a few folks RSVP, acknowledge any elected officials that took time out of their very busy schedule to be with us here today. So if you are an elected official or a candidate for office or a former elected official, will you please raise your hand? Yeah. Can I choose silent so we can express our gratitude. So y'all may have heard that there's an election on Tuesday. And I know you probably thought you were going to get away from talking about the election by coming to this Habitat event, alas. But the reason we are talking about it is that elections are incredibly important for affordable housing. And I think that what we've seen during this election season is that the scale of the affordability crisis in this country has grown to such a degree. You know, this is an issue in Orange County, but it's an issue nationwide. And as a result of that, we've seen the conversation around affordable housing be elevated to a degree that, I don't know, I've been in this field for more than 12 years and haven't heard this much talk about affordable housing. So I think now that's an opportunity for us, right, as housing advocates, and I include all of you in that, right? People that in our community that care about housing, to ensure we're taking that opportunity of increased visibility to make real change. And that's a long game, right? We know that's not going to end at the ballot box on Tuesday. So Habitat is we're a tax-exempt nonprofit, as you know, and so we cannot and do not endorse candidates. However, what we do is try to encourage folks to get out to vote, engage in voter education, and support nonpartisan ballot measures that are advancing goals around affordable housing. I have a feeling that a lot of people here have probably already voted. Got any early voters in the house? Amazing. Same. So if you voted, thank you. That was like 90% of the crowd. So I'm actually done here. If you voted, thank you. If you're planning to vote Tuesday and you live in Chapel Hill, you will have the opportunity to join many of your friends and neighbors here today in voting yes to support the $15 million bond for affordable housing. This bond, again, for Chapel Hill voters, will be on your ballot alongside 4 other town bonds in the countywide school bond, each of which represents a very critical investment in our community. With your vote, we have the power to try to create the community we want to see, right? And the community that we want to be a part of. The last Chapel Hill housing bond passed in 2018 with great levels of support in Chapel Hill. And those voters, some of you might be those voters that voted in 2018 for that bond. And if so, know that vote, that's still changing lives today. Literally today. Habitat was awarded $3.4 million of those 2018 bond funds, and we're using that money to help build the beautiful new community at Weaver's Grove, alongside significant investments from our county and federal partners. And you're about to meet our guest of honor, who's going to be purchasing one of those homes at Weaver's Grove. So let us together pave the way for the next Weaver's Grove. Let's get this affordable housing bond over the finish line on Tuesday. Thanks again. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Laine.
Thank you, Alice. Hello, my name is Laine Staton. I am the Vice President of Homeowner Services, and it is a delight to be with you here today. And like everybody has said so far, thank you. This work is so important. And when I get to walk into work each day and help people, walk alongside people in purchasing their first house, it is just, it's so important, such important work. So, as some of you may know, I would imagine most of you know, that we are now at our 40-year anniversary. And the thing about having 40 years is that we have 400 homeowners, 400 families that are out there, and we get to see the long-lasting impact of Habitat in our county. We've got the folks out at Chestnut Oaks who are now paying off their loans and having mortgage burning parties, and their which is wonderful, and their grandchildren are coming and spending Christmas with them. They did interviews with us this past year, and they could not speak. Oftentimes I heard, "My home is my sanctuary," which is just, what an amazing thing. We had people in Phoenix Place who children are now grown, they're teenage, or they're in their young 20s, and they're still living at home with them. And this is now their launching pad, because it's hard to find a place to live. But as a family, they're able to still be together, and they've seen these children grow up together. And now we're looking at Weaver's Grove and continuing to focus on community, bringing people together, getting to know one another. How do we talk about an HOA? How do we keep active together and go hike the walking trails and take care of our dogs together? We are changing communities with the work that we are doing, and it's something that I'm incredibly proud of. So, tonight, we have the privilege, which Alex mentioned already, of hearing from one of our amazing homeowners, Tatyana. Her journey embodies the spirit and the essence of the Habitat program and building community, and I can't wait for you to hear her story. So thank you once again for your support, and here's Tatyana.
Thank you, Laine. Hello, everyone. Once again, my name is Tatyana. I'm very excited to be speaking with you all today. And I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. So I am a single mother to a 9-year-old boy, Taj, and we are both very excited to be future homeowners in Weavers Grove. So I'll tell you, when I had my son, so he's pretty much been my motivation and will always be my motivation to where I am now from where I was when I had him. So I grew up with my grandparents, and when I became a mother, it was very important to me to kind of create that stability for my son because I didn't have that with my actual parents. So I signed up for, public housing and things like that. Once I had him, I went back to school. I started working after 6 months, and I got into the public housing program. And then after a while, as you elevate financially, you can be offered into the transitional housing program, and which I'm in now. So I live in the Northside District. And with that program, you do learn a bit about homeownership, and that's how I found out about Weavers Grove. I already knew about Habitat for Humanity and the amazing work that they do, but once I found out about Weavers Grove, I was like, oh, this is my chance. So I will say the first time I applied, I was denied. And of course I was a little discouraged, but it kind of just motivated me to get all my ducks in a row, so to speak. And so the second time I applied, I was approved. So, let's clap it up for that. Thank you. But yeah, so, and then I was hit with another, obstacle. So after we did our orientation, I'm super excited. I'm starting my sweat equity hours. I fell ill for about 6 months. And so through that journey, I found out I have Crohn's disease. And at first I was super frustrated because I was like, I'm about to knock out these sweat equity hours, dive into the program. But the setback is just something to come back from. So now I'm healthy and I'm almost done with my sweat equity hours. So I'm super excited. And on top of that, I get the opportunity to have my home be built in the Builders Blitz that's coming this spring. So it's only going to take 10 days to build my home. So I'm super excited to I'm super excited to see that take place. And I really appreciate the Habitat staff too as well, because throughout everything that I was going through, I just felt nothing but support. So thank y'all for that. And I was going to say I learned a lot being in the Habitat program, and I actually mentioned this earlier, I think with Matt, that one of the first things I learned is that hammering is hard. Like, you find a whole new respect for construction workers once you go out there and volunteer. Yes, it is very hard, but I also just feel really blessed to be a part of this program, and yeah, thank y'all so much for your support, making things like this possible for families like mine.
Thank you, Tatyana. Yes, hammering is hard. I was out there, I hammered for like an hour a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I think I have a call to make. My name's Jennifer Player, and I'm the CEO of Habitat, and I, again, just want to echo the gratitude that we have for all of you being here, and would love it if you could join me in just giving one more round of applause to Tatyana. Thank you for sharing your story and just showing us the resiliency and the courage that it takes to become a Habitat homeowner and to apply twice. You didn't give up on yourself, and we're so excited about the future for you and Taj in your new home. Yes, we do have a Builders Blitz in March, so we're going to be building 4 homes in 10 days. So one of those will be Tatyana's and her son's home, so that's super exciting. And as you can see, Tatyana is one of many we're going to build this year. We'll close 25 homes this year. 25 people will be able to purchase a new home through Habitat. And your being here is making that possible. Tatyana shared a little bit about her family's journey. And we're also really passionate about not just the change for families now and being able to close on their home, but the future of the children who grow up in those families and generations to come. So just know that you being here today not only makes an impact today, but an impact for brighter futures tomorrow. So thank you again. We appreciate your support. Please also join me once again in extending our deep appreciation to the Hapgoods for this beautiful home. Here you are. Thank you. Come visit us in Weaver's Grove. And as Shanell said, we're about to launch this new project in Hillsborough. So if you have any questions, please find one of us. We'd love to chat with you more about what we're doing here. And thanks again. Please stay, enjoy the food, enjoy the drinks, and enjoy this beautiful fall day in Chapel Hill.